It's the Geoff Erwin Show, the Geoff Erwin Show, starring Geoff Erwin. Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the Geoff Erwin Show. I am your host, Geoff Erwin. Today's top story: the Pope recently passed a new law which makes it a lot easier to report sexual abuse allegations against priests. However, he failed to talk about how to punish the wrongdoers. For commentary on this, we go to our special correspondent, Myron Middlestone. Myron?
Thanks, Jeffers. Generally, I don't go around quoting religions because I just feel like they should all give up their exclusivity packages.
Exclusivity packages? What?
Sure, Jeffers. That's the part where they say the only way to get to the pearly gates or whatever is through them. I just think it's a bunch of malarkey. Any case, despite my peccadilloes, I decided I'd look up to see if Jesus had anything to say about it. Turns out he did.
Really? That's surprising.
Oh, and wait till you hear what he had to say. If anyone causes one of these little ones to suffer, it will be better if they had a large millstone hung around their neck and drowned in the depths of the sea. Couldn't possibly be more clear than that. Any case, I just thought you should know, Pope, 'cause, well, you're the Pope and all, and, well, that's what Jesus said about it, and, well, I guess nobody ever talks about what to do with these assholes, and I just wanted to address it. That's all.
And thank you very much for that in-depth reporting, Myron.
Oh, you are welcome. You're so sexy. I get to seat you on up. You don't even know how sexy you are. You're just like a big steaming hot hunk of man-made.
Just couldn't possibly be any more awkward than this right now.
Stop it. Sexy.
And now a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to the Geoff Erwin Show. Once upon a time, the unicorn was known as a fierce symbol of Scotland. Magical and powerful, capable of purifying water with its horn. Which is exactly why Scottish independence campaigners decided to build a 16-foot edifice of it that they could tout around at their independence campaigns. They hadn't considered that the biggest fans of unicorns nowadays are little girls. Little girls who buy things like Sparkles, My Dancing Unicorn, and Unicorn Poo modeling clay, rare, stinky, and magical. For commentary on the use of the unicorn as a symbol of Scottish independence, we go to our special correspondent, William, the Unicorn. William?
Thanks for the invitation, Jeffrey.
William, what's your position on Scottish independence?
Frankly, I could give two farts for it. Whatever situation's going to yield less poo thievery is what I'm after. There's far less rainbows nowadays, or hadn't you noticed?
You're saying rainbows come from your poo?
Well, where'd you think they come from? The rain?
Well, yeah, that's why they call it a rainbow and not a poop bow.
Don't be daft, Jeff.
Okay. Learn something new every day, I guess, right? So how do you feel about this fecal theft?
It's really disheartening, Jeff. Especially without giving me a percentage. They're stealing me poo, for crap's sake. Who does that?
Some might argue that you don't need it anymore.
Is your poo magical? Didn't think so. So how could you possibly relate to a bunch of capitalists running around stealing your droppings? It's downright disgraceful.
Fair enough. Any other thoughts on Scottish independence?
I just don't care about it, Jeffrey. It's all just a big bunch of bollocks. Some doty dauber's idea of a way to separate people from people.
Okay, well, what do you care about, aside from poo thievery?
Look, Jeff, I'm a magical unicorn. I live on a different playing field, different dimension, really.
Right, a magical one.
Exactly. From a magical perspective, all that's really, truly important is something your kind gets all squeamish and weird about.
What's that?
I'll tell ya, but don't be a walloper about it.
What does that mean?
Silly Yanks. Just promise not to laugh.
Okay, I promise.
Love and affinity and more of it.
Love and affinity.
Yes, Jeffrey. Love is the true magic. Are you laughing right now?
No. No.
Are you certain? Looks like a tidbit of snickering.
No snickering. I don't snicker.
Are you sure? Because Snickers really satisfies. It's unwise to piss off a unicorn, Jeffrey.
Whoa. That is rather frightening. Look, I'm genuinely sorry if I offended you, William.
Oh, relax. I'm just messing with you. As I was saying.
All you need is love.
Big fan of the Beatles myself. Yes. And if you numpty humans would just get a grip and stop worrying so much about imaginary lines and start worrying about your environment, how much love you bring to people, we'd all be better off. Particularly my kind.
Oh, is there a risk to unicorns?
You're quite daft, aren't you, Jeffrey? How many unicorns have you met?
Well, you're my first one.
2 things unicorns need to survive: clean forests and lots of love. At present, you've destroyed nearly a quarter of the world's forests, and you perpetuate a world where you value greed more than love. For Pete's sake, you can't even chat about it without giggling like an infant. So my kind are swiftly going the way of the dinosaur, unless you flip it around somehow.
How do we do that?
Excellent question.
How do we love more?
Maybe you're not that daft after all. Keep asking the right questions. It's your only hope.
Whoa, wait. William, where are you going?
Time to make a rainbow.
Does that mean you have to take a crap? Alright, that was cheap.
Keep at it, Jeffrey. And don't let the poop hit you in the rain.
Thank you very much for that in-depth reporting, William. I know we all learned a lot. And now, a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to the Geoff Erwin Show. I'm your host, Geoff Erwin. About a month ago on May 10th, President Rouhani of Iran said that he would abandon limits on stockpiling uranium and heavy water, 2 materials critical for making a nuclear weapon. On Tuesday, June 18th, Iran said that it would exceed its limits on uranium by the end of this month. All of this buildup is in response to Trump's pulling out of the Iranian nuclear deal, which was intended to open up Iran's economy in exchange for limits on its ambitions to make an atomic bomb. Since then, Tehran has flipped the switch and gone into aggressive mode, ramping up all efforts to build a nuke, which is scary. Like, seriously scary. Not like, boo, scary. More like, kinda crap on my pants scary. To put some icing on the old crap cake, the potential saviors of the deal, the Europeans, said that they would be reticent to step in and help Iran if there was any evidence that they had anything to do with the attacks on the oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. And that option is totally shot to hell, as the US recently released footage of an Iranian patrol boat removing an unexploded mine from the side of the Kakura Courageous.
Kakura courageous, Kakura courageous. Courageous Kakura. That's hilarious. I wonder why they call it that.
It's a city in Japan. Hello, Norm. Care to comment?
Don't get your long johns all skid mark, Rosenpfeffer. It's cool.
Cool? It's cool? Is it?
Yeah, bruh. No bigs.
No bigs? You did hear that Donald Trump tweeted that if Iran wants to fight, that'll be the official end of Iran, right?
Let me break it down for you, Brosinator.
Can't wait.
Rouhani. That dude. He's chill, bruh. He knows that if he blows us up, we blow him up. Nobody wins, everybody loses.
And Trump threatening to annihilate them? That's cool too.
He's not an idiot, Broder.
He's not? Because, from my vantage point, it looks like we're heading straight for World War III.
Ever hear of a little place called Mar-a-Lago?
What? Yes, I've heard of Mar-a-Lago. I shudder to ask this, but what about Mar-a-Lago?
Golf.
Golf?
Guess what you can't play in a nuclear winter?
Golf.
Preciso mundo, hermano. You think that Donald's giving up Mar-a-Lago? Fat chance. He's got to do something after being prez, bruh.
Let me get this straight. Your contention is that we get saved from a nuclear holocaust by golf.
Nailed it. You're woke, bro.
You say so.
I do.
Amazing.
Indeeder, it's what I do. Drop bombs. Pun intended, Doggenhauser.
Wow. Revelatory. All right, Norm. So, do you like Donald Trump?
Like him. I love him, Brosenstein.
All right, that's it. Look, where's the booking agent? Who finds these guys? Hello, anybody?
Yes, Jeff?
Why this guy?
He was, all we could afford.
I want half my joint to go to this dude. He needs it. Before you go into full-on panic attack, let me explain myself. Just because I love the guy doesn't mean I agree with everything he says. He clearly lacks a considerable amount of diplomacy. But this whole hatred thing of him, where you're like, everything he does is stupid, he's just a nincompoop. Where's that get you? He just does whatever you don't like more, bruh. He's like a bad kid. You gotta use bad kid strategy with him. Kill him with kindness. Feed him the love. And the media ought to get a clue, Doggeter. Especially you, Jeff. All I'm saying is, like him, don't like him, but you better love him. Because otherwise, nothing is gonna change. You want to inspire the president? Give him the love.
All right, okay. You know what? All right. But did you hear about the Iranians? They shot down the drone, and then Donald was like this close to blowing them to Kingdom Come.
Exactly, President, and then he called it off. I say pats on the back to Trumpenhauser. Got to encourage this good behavior. Clearly he cares about human life more than some remote control helicopter. Show him some compassion. Digging it, Donald.
We'll see. Final terrifying question for you, Norm. Are you voting for Trump in 2020?
No, Jeff. I'm voting for you.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Thanks, Norm.
My pleasure.
And now an original song from our resident musician, shocker, Geoff Erwin. Yeah. This one's called The Road.
And the moonlit night is full of sunshine, and the world is in a glow. There you'll find me looking for the answer to the question of my soul. As I wander down this desert highway, frozen and alone, no one here to tell me this or that way, and somehow I feel at home. All I'm searching for is a sense of silence, just a place to call my own. In this left passing fast, I found it. The symphony of love, and my heart rings out with notes of gladness as I levitate above. All I'm searching for is a sense of silence, just a place to call my own, in this fever dream of truth and consequence, just a traveler on the road, yeah, just a traveler on the road. Oh, 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 oh. Searching for is a sense of silence, just a place to call my own, in this fateful dream of truth and consequence, just a traveler on the road. All I'm searching for is a sense of silence, just a place to call my own.
Tune in next week for news on Hong Kong and Boeing from our special correspondents. Who will they be?
Only one way to find out, bros and pfeffers. Subscribe a Mundo.